I'm sitting here looking at my bank statement, and my heart is actually racing a little bit. It started as a moment of pure, unadulterated pride. I did it. I finally clicked cancel on that $15 a month premium fitness app that I haven't opened since the first week of January. For a second, I felt like a financial genius. I was tallying up the $180 I'd save over the next year, thinking about where that money could go instead. I was already imagining that money hitting my credit card balance, watching the interest drop by a few pennies, feeling like I finally had the upper hand. But then, as I scrolled down just a few more lines, that win turned into a physical knot in my stomach. Right there, tucked between a grocery run and a gas station fill-up, was a $9.99 charge for a streaming service I don't watch, and a $4.99 charge for a cloud storage plan I don't use, and 3 more just like them, blinking at me from the screen like tiny neon signs of my own negligence. Honestly, I felt sick. I went from feeling like I was finally taking control to realizing I've been asleep at the wheel, while my money just leaks out in the dark. It's that specific brand of financial shame where you realize you're sabotaging yourself without even trying. It's not even a big dramatic purchase, it's the death by 1,000 cuts. I'm standing here, trying to celebrate 1 step forward while realizing I'm actually 5 steps back. It makes you feel small. It makes you feel like no matter how hard you try to plug the holes, the boat is just built to sink. Have you ever felt that? That moment where you finally get the courage to look at your numbers, thinking you've made progress, only to find a whole new mess waiting for you. It's incredibly isolating, and it makes me want to just close the laptop, walk away, and pretend I didn't see it. I wanted to just delete the banking app and go back to the ignorance is bliss phase, but that's what got me into this $12,000 hole in the first place. This is my real-time journey, not expert advice. Here is exactly what happened. I was staring at the screen, and I actually started sketching a little stick figure version of me on a napkin. You can see the stick figure me just getting crushed by a giant dollar sign, looking completely exhausted. I thought canceling that one app was my big win for the day, but the reality is that I've been ignoring the ghost in the machine of my own spending. It's so easy to ignore $10 here and $5 there. It's the price of a coffee, right? But seeing them all lined up felt like a betrayal. Not by the companies, but by my own lack of focus. It's like I've been leaving the front door wide open while I'm inside trying to save money on the electric bill. So I forced myself to keep scrolling. I grabbed a red marker and a piece of paper because I needed to see the damage in plain sight. I'm drawing out the simple red/green chart of what went wrong. On one side is the win, and on the other is the reality. It's a messy sketch of a stick figure me staring at a mountain of tiny biting ants. Each ant is a subscription I forgot I had, and they are slowly carrying my furniture away. Here are the actual numbers, and they're pretty embarrassing. My win was canceling that $15 fitness app, but then the ghosts appeared. I found a $10.99 recurring charge for a gaming pass I haven't used in months. Then a $12.99 monthly fee for a pro photo editing tool I downloaded for one project back in October. Then there's a $5.99 supporter fee for a website I don't even visit anymore. And 2 different $1.99 storage upgrades for an email account I barely check. When I added it all up, I wasn't just losing $15 a month, I was bleeding $48.95 every single month. That's nearly $600 a year just vanishing. That's a car payment. That's a massive dent in my highest interest credit card. I sat there for a long time, just staring at that $48.95 total. It's a weird feeling because $5 doesn't feel like debt or overspending when it happens. But seeing the collective weight of it made me feel like I was drowning in a shallow pool. I felt like a fraud for even starting this 1% journey. I mean, how can I talk about financial freedom when I can't even keep track of $50? I started thinking about all the things I could have done with that $600 over the last year. I could have paid off my smallest loan. I could have built an actual emergency fund. Though what-ifs started to spiral, and the guilt felt heavier than the actual debt. But that's exactly why I'm doing this out loud. Usually this is the part where I'd get overwhelmed, feel like a failure, delete the banking app, and go buy a pizza to feel better. Which, ironically, would just be another $25 I don't have. Not today. I'm sharing these raw, messy numbers because I know I'm not the only one with subscription creep. We live in an economy designed to make us forget we're spending money. If you're watching this and realizing your own bank statement might have a few ghosts in it too, I'd love for you to subscribe and document your own messy journey alongside mine. We're stripping away the perfect finance influencer facade and just looking at the math, even when the math makes us want to hide under the covers. My total debt number didn't move much today. It's still sitting at $12,450, but my awareness shifted. I'm finally seeing the leak. It's hard to stay motivated when the progress feels so small and the mistakes feel so loud, but I'm realizing that finding the mess is the first part of cleaning it. I had to see the $48.95 to realize that my 1% better isn't about a massive windfall or a lottery ticket. It's about stopping the tiny leaks that are sinking my ship before I've even left the harbor. Seeing those 5 extra subscriptions felt like a gut punch, but it led me back to the core of why I'm doing this. In the past, I would have tried to cancel all 5 at once, gotten locked out of an account, felt deprived, gotten frustrated with a forgotten password, and eventually given up on the whole thing by lunchtime. I would have told myself, I'll deal with this next month when I have more energy. But the 1% system is about preventing that spiral. It's about acknowledging that I can't fix a year of neglect in 20 minutes, and that's okay. I'm not a failure for having these charges, I'm just a person learning how to pay attention for the first time. My 1% lesson for today was realizing that slow and steady applies to the cleanup just as much as the savings. You don't have to be perfect to be better. I'm looking at my drawing of the stick figure again. Instead of trying to fight the whole storm, I've just drawn a tiny brick wall in front of one of those ants. I decided that instead of panicking, I would just deal with one more today. Just one. I found the login. I went through the "Are you sure you want to leave?" guilt trip screens. I click the button, and that $10.99 gaming pass is gone. It's not the full $48, but it's more than zero. It's a move in the right direction. By the time I'm done with this journey, those leaks won't exist because I'm building the habit of checking in, not checking out. I'm learning to look at my bank statement without flinching. I'm moving forward, one tiny, intentional, annoying to cancel click at a time. This isn't about being a financial expert. It's about being a little more awake than I was yesterday. We are in this together, and the mess is just part of the process. My 1% mission for tomorrow is to find just one more $5 subscription and hit cancel. That's it, just one. It's a small win, but it's a win that stays one every single month from here on out. What's your 1% step? Will you find one recurring charge you don't use and cut it loose? Let's share our small wins in the comments below because those tiny bits of progress add up to a completely different life. I am not a financial expert or advisor. This content is for documenting my personal journey and for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research before making any financial decisions.